Has there ever been a greater gap between reality and fantasy than what we're seeing now that exists when people talk about race relations in this country? Every day we see the answer to that question is no, because every day we see black people are portrayed as relentless victims of relentless white racism all the time, everywhere. That explains everything. I mean, just look at the latest example from Fox. These are supposed to be the good guys. Fox.
Fox Wednesday.
I lost Joey. I can't lose you too.
It feels like a police cover-up.
What exactly do you want to know?
I want to know if you think he's dirty.
You come here acting like you know everything about this town?
No, maybe I know more than you think. One of you looks like you're trying to rid yourself of your demons.
All new Shots Fired, Wednesday on Fox.
And let's not forget the universities. The University of Tennessee is holding a conference on critical race theory and later on this month. Critical race theory, of course, says that black people are relentless victims of relentless white racism all the time, everywhere. That explains everything, especially why cops are always picking on black people for no reason whatsoever. And it just goes on and on and on. Every day, that's what we hear, but every day what we see is totally different. Every day we're seeing black criminality wildly out of proportion. Why don't we take a few worst case scenarios here? Why don't we look at some recent black on white murders?
Tonight, disturbing new details about the Fort Worth home invasion and the couple left for dead. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brian Curtis.
And I'm Meredith Land. Family members of 69-year-old John and Diane Porter say a gunman shot them both and then demanded the PIN number for their debit card.
Our Scott Gordon is live tonight at JPS Hospital. Scott.
Well, Brian, family members tell us the woman's condition is improving after a second surgery this morning, but her husband's condition remains grave. Both victims of a crime as vicious as it was random. As police gather more evidence at the Porter's home, even 2 days after the attack, family members can't believe what happened here.
And it's still difficult to talk about.
Larry Pruitt says his in-laws were getting ready to leave and had just opened their garage door when a man with a pistol surprised them.
I understand she was shot immediately, and then there was a scuffle, and the husband got beat, and then that's when he got shot.
John Porter was shot in the head. His longtime wife Diane shot in the stomach, and is now sharing details of the harrowing experience.
I think she's still in shock over the whole thing, but she can tell you pretty much. She's pretty savvy about what happened, and she has a story to tell, that's for sure.
She tells family members that after the couple was shot, the gunman demanded money.
Somewhere along the line, he took the ATM card out of the purse.
With the two on the floor seriously wounded, the robber then demanded their PIN number.
And one of the codes said he would kill her, come back and kill all of them if he didn't give her the right code. So, but you know, he'd already shot him. So,
when she heard the gunman leave in their car, she managed to call 911 herself and summon help. Detectives were led to the suspect, 50-year-old James Floyd of Terrell, after they found his car with a flat tire abandoned at a gas station about a mile away.
There's not words that can describe that. I mean, it's a really sorry individual.
No words either to explain such a random crime.
Hey, this black dude killed his white stepmom. Whatever.
Action News has learned that a former South Jersey resident was one of two victims killed in a shooting at a gym in Florida last night. Police say a former gym employee gunned down his co-workers after being fired yesterday morning. The gunman killed two and injured one before killing himself.
Down in Tuscaloosa, a couple of the fellas got into a fight with a white kid. The white kid died.
Now, 20-year-old Brianna Benson's been arrested for domestic violence, assault, even drug charges, but nothing nearly as serious as the charges she faces this morning. She's booked here at the Hamilton County Justice Center on charges of murder, aggravated felonious assault. and even failure to stop. Here's her mugshot right here, and you're about to see the video of the crash that happened. Prosecutor says that she is behind. This is the moment Benson allegedly intentionally hit Maddie Hart with her car. Brianna Benson's mother, Amy, says her daughter took off because she was afraid and called it an accident. But prosecutor Joe Dieter says it's clear that's not the case. At one point, you can see the car appears to back up and shift in another direction before taking off. That's when Dieter says Hart was hit and dragged nearly 88 feet to her death on March 26th near the Aronoff Center. He called it an unimaginable way to die.
That she was the most fun-loving, down-to-earth, real kid that you would be happy to meet.
Fond memories of 2016 St. Ursula Academy graduate Maddie Hart. Hart died from her injuries after she was hit by a car on Walnut Street between 6th and 7th around 2 a.m. Sunday.
Family of a mother in a St. Paul shooting says she is in critical condition, but will likely survive a shooting that took the lives of her 2 daughters and ex-husband. Anita Sprosty was shot in her St. Paul apartment in the Payne-Phelan neighborhood early yesterday morning. Family told WCCO she went into surgery today and it was successful. Her 2 teenage daughters, 19-year-old Maria and 17-year-old Olivia McIntosh, were shot and died. The girl's father, Wade McIntosh, was also killed.
Even under the best case scenario, black on white murder is 10 times, 20 times greater than white on black. I mean, those are the official numbers. But really, there's a lot of people out there now and that are saying, wait a minute, I mean, I hear those numbers, but I just, what I see in the newspapers, what I see on TV, what I see in places like Colin's website and YouTube channel, those numbers look a lot wackier than that. There's an outfit out there now called Narrative Collapse. It's doing a good job of just documenting a lot of this black on white violence and murder. And they're really challenging some of these numbers too. Here's something they put out just the other day. They're talking about January, 32 black on white murders, 0 white on black. February, 29 black on white, 0 white on black. March, 33 black on white, 2 white on black. And in April, 6 black on white, 0 white on black. Those are some big numbers. Those are some strange numbers. And you know, if every troll in America had our way, we'd sit here all day long and have little discussions about statistics with people that never even graduated 7th grade, elementary mathematics. Because everybody would rather talk about the numbers rather than talk about the direct examples, the horrific examples, the home invasions, the robberies, the murders that are so wildly out of proportion that academics are terrified of, that reporters and public officials are even more terrified of, all for the same reason. They just don't want you to make the black kids angry.